Hello, 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 everybody. Happy Sunday night. How are y'all tonight? We are getting ready for sleet and snow here, and I'm so excited. I'm like a little kid, but I really hate the cold weather. Like, I can't stand it, but when it snows, I get really excited. Um, so I wanted to jump on here tonight. I know y'all are thinking I'm going to do a makeup video, but guess what? I'm not. This is going to be totally different. And the reason I want to do this one, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Angie, and I'm a beauty influencer, and I help vintage women like myself with makeup and skincare. But I also have a large team, and I help women start their own businesses. It's phenomenal what you can do, even at my age, if you are willing to put the effort into it. And I mean, I have actually replaced my income that I was making as a nurse. I retired and I've replaced my income with it, but I work. It's work. I love it. I'm obsessed with what I do. But I did a team training on this yesterday, but I'm going to give y'all the abbreviated version. And it was just so applicable, is that the word? To so many areas in people's lives that I thought, I just want to share this because it's very, very powerful. And it really, really, really resonated with me, and I just thought I was going to share it. So if y'all are watching, say hey to me. Melvin, you're stuck on the couch. That's what's wrong with you. Get up and get busy. I need a secretary, Melvin. I'm going to hire you to be my secretary. I seriously need somebody to do paperwork for me. These invoices are not my strong suit. I love the people part, the makeup part, the training the teams, but when it comes to doing taxes, I just like middle block. I can't do it. I don't like it. But I got to turn that around. I got to change it. I do like it, and I am getting better at it. It's just not my strongest suit. But so I wanted to come on and just kind of give y'all a little abbreviated version of it tonight. And this can apply to any area of your life. If you're feeling stuck in your job, you're feeling stuck on, hello Gretchen, how are you tonight? We're talking about being stuck and what you can do about it, because this is very powerful. So y'all sit back and watch. Hit that SHARE button. Get this out there because people need to hear this. There's lots of people that need to hear this right now. And y'all, do me a favor and say hi to me and let me know where you're coming from and share this. So I'm going to tell you why making decisions is crucial to success in any area in your life, any area, because every decision you make is going to affect everything you do. And you can move into action in the right direction by making decisions. You have to make decisions to make lasting changes and to reach your goals and to reach your dreams and desires in life. And we're going to talk about that because everything that happens in your life begins with a decision. Everything. From day one, everything you do begins with a decision. Gretchen, go get you some hot cocoa and sit back. Get your PJs on. Pennsylvania. See, I know you are just dying freezing up there, but you're probably not as cold as I am in the South. It's like going to be 32 degrees and snowing here. We will be freaking out. Like, I refuse to go to the grocery store today because I guarantee you there was not a parking place in the parking lot because everybody's rushing because we freak out over snow down here. Okay, let me get y'all. I'm like a squirrel. I get squirrel brain and I start talking. She is stuck on the couch. I'm not stuck on the couch. I'm sitting here trying to tell you how to improve your life, Melvin Moore, by making a decision. So this is the deal, y'all. If you want to, anything you want to change in your life, if you are miserable with your job, if you're miserable, I'm not going to tell you if you're miserable with your marriage to get a divorce, but there are things you can do by making decisions to make it better. On everything you do. If you want to lose weight, you've got to make the decision. But the key to it is once you make that decision, you've got to jump on it quickly. This is like anything in my business, I do direct marketing. So when I make a decision to do something, I jump on it right then and there. I don't overthink it. When it comes to my mind, I do it. I do it and I do it quickly, and that sets things into motion. You've got to get the ball rolling to get change, y'all, in anything you do. If you make the decision to retire early, then there's certain things you've got to do. You've made that decision. You've got to get on it, and you've got to get busy and get that ball rolling to set things in motion. So that's what you've got to do. And that's the true power of making a decision, is to make a decision, jump on it, and do it, and don't look back. And the thing is, you don't know when you start if it's going to be right or wrong. I've made so many mistakes in my business that probably would have shut somebody else down, like emotionally. But the deal is, I didn't look at it. I mean, I know it was a mistake, but I didn't look at it as a failure. And I learned from my mistakes, and I moved on from there. And that's what you have to do, because you never know a lot of times. And the most successful people in the world do this over and over and over again. They make their mind up to do something, and they do it. Right or wrong, they do it. And then what they do is, if it's the wrong decision, they go back, they look at it, and they learn from their mistakes, and they move on. It's just like, I'm going to give you an example in my business. Like me getting on here and doing a Facebook Live. You don't have to do these to be successful as a direct marketer. But where I live, I'm in a very small rural town. And with all this COVID going on, I'm not a very socialite person. I'm more of a homebody, hermit type person. I love being home. I love it. I don't work anymore, so I don't get out in the public as much. So Facebook Lives is the way Facebook is the way I gain most of my customers and do most of my business. A lot of people in direct marketing are scared to do it. They won't make the decision to do it because they're afraid. A lot of people stop and don't make their decisions because they're afraid. They're afraid of failure. They're afraid people are going to make fun of them. They're afraid, they're afraid that they're going to lose their self-esteem if people make fun of them. But this is the deal. If you want it bad enough, you've got to go for it, and you've got to move past your fears, because that's what I did. When I first started doing makeup videos, I was terrible. I'm not that great now, but I have improved. I would get fallout from my eyeshadow all under my eyes, and I laughed about it. I would laugh and go on, because the thing is, people don't want perfect. Nobody wants perfect. They want real. They want real, and it doesn't matter if you make a mistake. It doesn't matter if you go on, like if you do your Facebook Live at the wrong time of day and you have 0 viewers. You learn from that. You don't just get depressed and say, nobody wants to watch me. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say. Well, I'm going to tell you, people want to hear what I have to say. I am 61 years old, and I'm going to be a voice for women my age to let them know that they can still do their makeup. They can still look halfway decent. They can get skincare to make their skin look better. They can start their own business, a whole new career like I did. And I know people need to hear that. And that's why I'm on here shouting out my message. But I made the decision to do it. I jumped on it. I didn't overthink it, and I did it, and it's paid off big time for me, because I have replaced my salary by doing that. Hey, Mary Ellen, how are you? I can't believe Mary Ellen's the queen of lives too. She's always doing lives. She's on my team. And the thing is, if you get inspiration to do something, don't sit back and overthink it and think, I'll do this later. You've got to jump on it right then. I get my best inspiration comes in the middle of the night. Seriously, my husband's about ready to kill me half the time, because I'll be laying there and something will pop in my head. It's like a quote I think of, or something I want to say. Hey, Layla, how are you? Y'all say hey to me if you're watching. And if I don't get up right then and write it down, put it in notes on my phone or something, I totally forget. It's like a dream. When I wake up the next morning, it's gone and I've forgotten it. So that's why if you get inspiration, that's your subconscious mind. Do you know your subconscious mind controls 97% of what we do. 97, almost to 99 in some people of what we do. I've been taking a course on this. It just is the most fascinating thing I've ever learned in my life, is how the subconscious mind never sleeps. It never, your conscious mind sleeps, but your subconscious mind never sleeps. And so that's why a lot of times I get my best inspiration in the middle of the night, and it's my subconscious mind saying, get up and do this. Melvin, I'm gonna have you working under me before this is over. Anyway, so that is your subconscious mind, that little voice in your head telling you you need to make a decision and you need to jump on it. That is your inspiration coming from your subconscious mind. If you have the decision every day to decide what your tomorrow is going to be. If you want to be different 5 years from now, think of what your life is going to be like 5 years from now or 10 years from now. If you want it to be different, you've got to make that decision today to make those changes, and you've got to jump on it. Because if you stop and think back 10 years in the past, every decision you made or didn't make led you to where you are today. And if you're still in the same place and you're miserable now that you were 5 or 10 years ago, you made the decision not to do anything about it. Nobody else. It was you. You made that decision, and that is the decision you made, and you can't blame anybody else. You're stuck there. But let me tell you, you are not a tree. You do not have roots going in the ground. You can pick up your roots and you can move. If you're miserable in your job, like I was miserable in my job, I just finally said, I can't do it anymore. Life is too short. I can't, I'm just not the type person that can live miserable, because I'm very, what's the word I'm trying to say? Usually very upbeat, positive. And I just literally had gotten where I hated going to work every day. And I made the decision. I was 59 when I retired. I never dreamed I would retire at 59. But I made the decision I was going to retire. I was going to make a living in direct marketing, and that's what I'm doing. It's the best decision I ever made. And I'm loving it. I'm having more fun now. I don't even call it work. So that is what I did. And it was because I made a decision and I jumped on it. If you're afraid, if you overthink things, if you don't move quickly, and if you never fail, then you're not doing enough. If you don't fail, you're not doing enough in life. And that's with any of your jobs. I'm speaking a lot to you girls that are and men in direct marketing. If you're not making mistakes and you're not failing and falling on your face and getting the door slammed in your face and getting people say no to you 1,000 times over and over again, you're just not doing enough. That's it, period. You can't let that stop you. You just have to keep going. You've got to make the decision that you're going to be successful in this, and you keep going. And that's how successful entrepreneurs think, is they get their mind right and they don't. I'm sorry, my dogs sound like they're tap dancing in here on these wooden floors. Y'all sit. And you're going to get better as you do this. The more you do it, the less you're going to care if people make fun of you, because I've never really cared what people thought about me from day one. And I know even my family makes fun of me. I don't care. My son said, Mama, I looked at a Facebook video of you this morning, and it was, I guess, you know how they freeze them when you, and he said you were going, I was like, I don't care. I do not care. It'll eventually start and the video will play and they'll see but Facebook always freezes you in the craziest positions. One time I was showing people some new leggings I had gotten at Walmart, and I held my leg up over my head and it froze like that. So when the video started, my leg was up over my head. I don't care. I don't care. I really don't. And let me tell you this too. The decisions you make are going to control your future too. And you have to be really careful on what you focus on, because what you focus on really expands in your subconscious mind. What you focus on is driven by the subconscious. So if you're sitting here saying, I can't lose weight, your subconscious mind is going to make sure you can't lose weight. If I sit here and say, just like I said a minute ago, and I've had to learn to start reprogramming my subconscious mind, because if I sit here and say I'm not organized, I hate doing paperwork, I hate doing invoices, my subconscious mind is going to make sure that I'm not organized. It's going to make sure that I'm not doing these, that I'm having a hard time with it. Technology and I, we kind of clash at times. Like my whole team laughs at me. They think it's real funny, especially my running buddy, Mary Craig. She thinks it's so funny because Excel and I are like mortal enemies. And she's been trying to teach me to do it. But I have to say, I am organized. I am organized. I am good at technology. I am learning technology. I love technology. I love getting, and I do feel so much better when I do it. I worked a long time yesterday getting invoices done, and it makes you feel so much better. But you can reprogram it, and you can focus on things you want to create. It's your choice. It is your choice. And what you focus on, your subconscious mind is going to control it. And you can give meaning to anything, good or bad, positive, negatives, all in perspective. And it really can change your life if you try to turn the negatives into positives. And I'm going to give you an example right now of something that happened to me. So I had forgotten that I needed to hit a goal. I about killed myself the last 3 days of December. And I hit the goal. I was determined. Like I made the decision I was going to do it. And by God, I did it. I about killed myself. Eddie was ready to kill me because I was so focused on reaching that goal. And I did it. And I was so proud of myself. And I was exhausted when I went to bed New Year's Eve. I woke up New Year's Day to a compensation plan within our company. My rank that I worked so hard to get is being dissolved, completely dissolved. I have to rank up to the next level by March 31st or I'm going to lose $615 a month. I totally understand why the company's doing it, but it hit me like a ton of bricks. And I mean, I yelled, I was mad, just ruined my whole entire New Year's Day because I was so looking forward to the new year. I understand why they're doing it. But this is it, y'all. I had my little meltdown, and then I thought, okay, I wanted to rank up anyway. I mean, I've got my whole year set out, how I want to rank up, when I need to hit these ranks. I'm going to have to do it a little sooner. But that has given me the drive I need to hit that rank sooner so I won't lose that money every month. And so that has really pushed me to work harder. And for me, I see it now as a positive. So I will make that rank. I've got 3 months to do it. It's going to go by fast. I've got to work really hard to get it done. But I'm going to do it. And I think this little change in our company, I could have just dwelt on is that a word, dwelt? I don't know if it is or not. I could have kept thinking negative about it, but I just switched my brain around. And I just totally switched gears and I started thinking, I can do this. And so I've sat down. I've been working really hard, making a game plan on how I can reach it. And if it was just up to me and my sales, that would be no problem at all. I've got to get somebody under me to rank up, for me to rank up. That's dwelled, I don't know. Y'all know what I mean. You know what I mean. Hey, Marie, how are you? So that's the whole thing is you can... Yes, Marty. Marty and I have talked a lot about this, and she's my soul sister. What do we call each other? Not soul sisters. Anyway, I don't know, but spirit animal. We're spirit twins or sisters or something. But she's redheaded and blue-eyed like I am, and we got a fiery temper too. We have to reel each other in sometimes. Reel it in, Marty. Reel it in. But that's the thing is spirit animal. Yeah, I've turned that into a positive and I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it. And I think maybe I needed that push to do it. So, it's like my coach was telling me, you can sit in in traffic. Like when I go to Texas, I'm all the time getting stuck in wrecks and you sit on the interstate for one time we were there like an hour and a half. It was gagging hot. And you can be mad about it. You can fuss, you can cuss, you can spit, you can slap your husband, whatever. But you can also turn that around and you could say, okay, this will be a good time for me to meditate or pray or listen to good music on the radio. I love listening to music on the radio, or listen to a podcast. It's all in your outlook and how you look at things. And the more you take a negative and turn it around, the better it's going to be, because your subconscious mind, because I could have sat there and said, there's no way I can rank up by March 31st. But I turned, and my subconscious mind would have made sure I didn't do it. I turned that around, and I'm just seeing it in my brain. I'm visualizing it. I'm going to hit that rank. I'm going to get that 2,000 bonus. I'm going to win that trip to Turkey. And I'm going to also bring somebody up on my team with me and help them to hit a rank, which they're going to get $1,000 bonus. So see, this is all going to be good in the long run. But I didn't see that at first. It took me a minute. It took me a minute to see that. But it's all in your perspective and the way you look at it, the way you talk, the way you think about it, the way you verbalize it. Because the more you the more I'm putting this out to the world. I am putting this out to everybody watching, all 11 viewers right now. I will make that rank by November 31st. I will do it. I'm putting it out into the universe. I've got my energy level up. I'm vibrating at a higher level, because everything in the world vibrates. And if you get your vibrations up higher, that's going to give you the energy you need. And I'm telling my subconscious mind this because it's going to make it happen. So this is the deal. That is it in a nutshell. This is so powerful. If people make fun of you for whatever you're trying to do, you can look at it as a negative. It's like, oh my God, nobody likes me. If that person's making fun of you and thank you, Marty. My eyes are I got to get these contacts out. Sometimes you can just say, thank you, universe, for removing that toxic person from my life, because I didn't need them in my life anyway. Or you can just say, they're the ones that are missing out. And that's the way I look at it. I have a lot to offer. I am not being conceited, but I know I have enough faith in myself that I know I have a lot to offer. And if people don't want to watch me, that's their prerogative. They're missing out. I mean, people could be learning a lot from this tonight. Hey, Pat. That's right. It's all in the way you look at things and the perspective you put it and the decisions you make. Negative energy gets you absolute. I was putting a lot of negative energy out on January. I ain't lying, sis. I was putting a lot of negative energy out. But Renee's on my team, and she knows that I've been saying from now on, everybody voice their opinion, and we're moving forward. No negativity from now on. We're going to work together, and we're going to do this, and we're going to make it work. You can learn too from other people. You can learn from coaches. You can learn from podcasts. But you're 100% responsible for the life that you live. I just want to tell you that. And it's all based on your decisions. And, it all boils down to the decisions you make in life. And if you aren't willing to change, take the actions, move on them quickly. Don't overthink them. You've already made the decision to stay where you are, and you have the power to change this. You have the power, Dorothy. You got to click those red heels together and make that change and move forward so you won't stay stuck, because it's all within your power. So that's all I wanted to tell y'all tonight. This is really a team training I did, but this can go for anything in life, anything that you're needing changes on. If you know you're needing to lose weight, you can't just say, I want to lose weight and think it's going to happen. Y'all, you've got to make the decision. And you can't just say, I want to lose weight, because if you say that and you lose 1 pound, your subconscious mind is going to say, okay, you've lost a pound. My job's done. I'm out of here. You need to put a specific amount on it. And you need to get up right now, count down from 5, watch that Rachel Hollis thing. If you don't want to do something, yesterday I was so tired. I'd had like 4 hours sleep the night before, and I needed to do 2 trainings. And I told Mary, I said, I'm just going to go lay down and take a nap. I lay down, closed my eyes, and I thought, nope, get up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I did that, And I jumped up off that couch and I went and did them. And I was so glad I did. I mean, I was so glad I did those. But that's what you can do. You can count down from 5. And when you get to 1, you clap those hands and you don't think another thing. You get up and get it done. So, hope this helps somebody. And if any of y'all get any value out of this, please share it. Get this out, the word out. Let others know about it. And y'all have a great rest of your night. I'm getting all my clothes washed up because we had an ice storm here. I don't know if Melvin's still on here, but anybody remember that ice storm back in 92 or whatever? Wasn't even predicted, was not even predicted, and woke up to no electricity and no water for 10 days. So this head's going to be washed. My clothes are going to be washed. The dishes in the dishwasher are going to be washed. I'm getting everything done tonight. So I won't get caught like that again. All right. Thank y'all for joining me, and I will see y'all later. Bye-bye.